win. They didn't rig anything. It's just they played a favorite. Like,
wait a minute.
They said they were going to attack the man's religion. I never heard them attack Bernie Sanders' religion. Did you hear that? They thought about it.
They don't even know what his religion is, from what I understand.
He's Jewish.
He don't talk about it too much that he's a so-called Jew. And you heard I said so-called convert.
Obama really didn't talk about his religion much until people really forced it, to the bear to talk about Jeremiah Wright, this, that, and the other. So most people try, and I'd advise this, when you talk about politics, you want to keep your religion out of it. That's just my opinion.
Well, they're my favorite two topics, religion and we can talk about it all day on the Chris Monroe Show. And that's why I'm saying, and that they just showed the emails that were taken on WikiLeaks that DNC chair and others were conspiring to take the nomination away from Bernie. You know that, right? This isn't just.
Well, you know how it is. One, it's an illegal act to hack somebody. Didn't look at him in a positive light, and also they were biased. But they didn't rig anything. I mean, look, Chris.
So why did she resign yesterday?
Yeah, because she was caught being biased. It's called bias. You're supposed to be impartial. It's almost like a judge. Like if you're in a judge, you go to the courtroom, he can't have a bias against you. You're supposed to be impartial and be fair. Well, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the DNC chair, she wasn't fair. She wasn't impartial. She didn't do anything criminal or rig anything. She just wasn't fair and balanced and impartial like she's supposed to.
That's everybody on that Democrat side of this election from that Bernie, feel the burn. Gone.
Bernie's about to speak here in, I think, half hour. So is Michelle Obama, by the way. So Bernie said support Hillary. You heard him say support Hillary over Trump. So hey, look, if Bernie feels so burned, he could also run for a third party candidate with Jill Stein. Why didn't he do that then?
And get booed off the stage today, right?
Well, yeah, that was from his supporters who were frustrated. I heard it, yes.
Yeah, he got booed off the stage damn near. Booed off. Get him out of here. Bring out the little man with the broom and sweep him off the stage.
Well, imagine this, Chris. How do you think Trump supporters are going to boo Trump when he bows down to Hillary and says support Hillary as your next president?
He ain't gonna bow down and say no crap like that. Crooked line Hillary ain't got a chance.
Yeah. Hey, wait and see, bro. I think it's going to get very nasty over these next couple of months because Trump doesn't have any substance, and he's reaching right now. You see his supporters are reaching like all things are rigged. He's reaching. He don't have any substance, bro.
Plus, I know you like polls, Leo. You know that Hillary dropped in the polls. Trump is ahead 4 points in the polls now. You know that, right?
You got to specify which poll, though. Was it a Fox News poll?
It was a CNN poll.
Oh, God. I don't really pay much attention to CNN. I used to like Wall Street Journal, Rasmussen. There's some other polls. You got to look at the totality of the polls. What was the 45? Was that the?
I believe so. Yeah, it was something like that. 4 point spread. It's over the margin of error that shows that from the convention from last week, Donald Trump got a bump coming out of that convention.
Got it, and he might have. See, that's the thing. Trump had the on him last week. He got a bump, so we got to wait until after this week, after the Democrats' convention, and see if Hillary gets a bump or not, which I think she will. You know how it is. Polls are going to go up and down. It's going to be like a roller coaster. And I'm thinking, man, there's going to be a landslide victory for Hillary once they start talking
I don't
stuff.
think so.
Can't wait for that first.
For the debates, because that's going to shut everybody down. We ain't going to have no teleprompters doing on a little late night show with Arsenio Hall.
That's true, but I'm sitting here watching the Democratic National Convention, or I'm talking to you on the phone and also watching the comments on Periscope, and man, they are jamming, man. They got music, they got Latina sisters, African American sisters. They really are showing some soul. And as you know, Hillary Clinton can whip, Nene, Millie Rock. She can do dances. What can Trump do?
I don't know. We're going to find out. I ain't worried about no dance. I want policy. I want some real change, not just talking change. All politicians are all talk and no action, and that's what they've been. And they're asking on here, this is Leo, Black Lives Matter on Periscope. If you can put some emojis in, they want to follow you or something, I guess. This is Leo, Black Lives Matter 2 on Periscope. Asking, who's the guest? They like you. Somebody like here. There you go.
Oh, okay.
One friend, Leo. Or make it 2.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, so you know how it is, man. People, it's called pandering. Pandering is not a bad thing. In life, you have to pander. You have to pander sometimes to get your job. People know, black folks, we know this. If you go in a job interview, you can't really be yourself. You got to be who they want you to be, who they want to hire. So we have to pander all the time in life, and politicians pander to get your vote or get whatever from you, and you got to hold them accountable. That's the thing where us as black folks,
Yeah.
short, we don't hold them accountable.
Exactly my point. Hillary Clinton has never held anyone accountable, and Hillary Clinton has never been held accountable herself. So therefore, she's qualified to be president. That's just what I see.
Well, we'll see, Chris, bro. We'll see. I think you're wrong. I think that the Republican Party is not diverse. Trump is really not. Look, Trump had all those people around him, man, because he's quit trying to act like Trump is cool or something. Trump isn't cool.
The black people, just straight up the facts. That's not pandering the line or nothing. He hung out with Russell Simmons, Mike Tyson, Ali sometimes, Michael Jackson, that a whole list of others, black people. He was all right there with them. So all of a sudden he decides to run for president a year ago, and he's the biggest racist since Hitler. Come on, man, y'all gotta wake up. It ain't. He might be racist. Like I said before, I don't know if you caught my Periscope from yesterday. I was breaking it down that Hillary Clinton nor Donald Trump can separate themselves from this racist system either way. Just by the very thing of running for president or being president, they cannot separate themselves from it. That's just real talk. So
you know how it is, Chris. Every president and most politicians are racist. Obama is not racist because black folks can't be racist enough.
However, you're right with that, but I'm starting to think we might have to rethink that. He represents a racist white supremacy system. Obama does. Therefore, Barack Obama is just as racist. Policies are with his system. He operates the system. How can you be at the head of the system and say, "Oh no, I'm not responsible for the stuff that's going on at all," and haven't done anything to make a change on it at all? It's been worse.
You would only be correct in your position, Chris. You would only be correct if Obama was king or if he was a dictator. If he didn't have to work with Congress, who's mostly white, if he didn't have to work with all these other politicians who are mostly white, you'd have a good point. But Obama's one man, and he's been clowned, marginalized, talked about. You can tell he's black by how they're treating him, brother. And no, he cannot be racist just because he's one racist. He was the only president out of all of them who can claim that to not be racist.
I can agree in theory, but it's still 8 years with no results. In my opinion, he, like they saying over here on Facebook Live, he did more LGBTQ community than the black. Gotta add that Q in there.
Well, you might be right, but there's a lot of, I've seen some of them on Periscope. There's a lot of brothers and sisters who fit into that. Even Black Lives Matter, some of the founders, they fit into LGBT, that space. So I'm not mad.
Well, let me ask you this then, straight face. I'm going to ask you straight up. What did he do for me, the black man? What did Barack Obama do for me?
Well, he had that Joining Forces initiative. You were in the military, Chris. That helps military veterans with jobs, business loans, and et cetera. He's African Americans with My Brother's Keeper. He gave over $1 billion to mentor boys. He helped in 2012. Barack Obama passed an initiative to lower black high school dropout rates, and that's also been improved since Obama. He gave money to HBCUs. So Obama down the list all day long about things Obama did. He's lowered what's it called, prison sentences for African Americans. Basically, got rid of them. So people for a little bit of weed, he eliminated that.
All right, so we'll say everything you said was true. I'm not going to look right now, but I'm going to say, okay, let's say you're right. Now, all that list you just gave, now what has Hillary Clinton done for black people?
Sure. Well, for black people, she couldn't do anything. She's just Secretary of State. But she did provide that counsel when Osama bin Laden got killed. $25 billion after 9/11 as Senator to get the victims basically reparations in the state of New York. You can look that up. So if Hillary has done for black folks, she had that title. Now she has for the folks in New York when she was senator. Now as Secretary of State, what can the Secretary really? She can't do anything really other
she
than
killed a whole bunch of black people as Secretary of State in Libya, Syria, Egypt, and you forgot she voted for the war in Iraq. So she war hawk.
I'm for that. I'm for that myself. You know why? Because those folks aren't black. Those folks are Arab. They aren't me. They aren't African. Don't get.
She killed some Africans in Libya.
Like me. What's that?
She killed some Africans in Libya.
Arabs.
No, and some Africans.
Libya is Africa, but those aren't. That's not an African country. It's in Africa, but it's an Arab state. It's part of the league. Gaddafi and those guys, they talk pro-black, but he's really pro-Arab. They are in the.
And they ran them up out of there and killed them.
they're in the African Union, but they're also league. So they treat black Africans very in Libya. Arabs look down on black Africans. So America doesn't know this. They try and twist the make it seem like, in the Middle East and these countries, Obama and they're killing our own, but they really aren't. I mean, look up the untouchables for folks in the chat room, everybody watching Chris Monroe. Look up the untouchables in the country of Yemen. You'll see how Middle Eastern folks treat black Africans like dogs. Dogs. We shouldn't be looking up to no Arab. Arabs treat us very poorly in those areas. So when action is taken against an Arab, whether it's Gaddafi in Yemen, Iraq, Syria, we should stay out of it. We should be like Switzerland. We should remain neutral. That's not our war. That's between the United States, Obama, Hillary, and them Arabs.
So you have a problem with the military just going over doing regime change, going in, dropping bombs, killing women and children and anybody else that's in the way, tearing up other countries that are stable and making them unstable. The Middle East is unstable right now. The Middle East, ISIS, and this is very important, ISIS was born to the parent of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. The parent of ISIS. Do you agree with that?
It actually started under George Bush, but yes, all these regime changes and things of this nature, that started under George Bush, and then it continued, of course, with Obama. He's trying to stabilize things. He's troops home. As you know, Obama's bringing troops home. He's trying to get things in order, and sometimes some things don't work. As Obama mentioned, the Libya thing is on Obama, not Hillary. Obama takes credit for the failure of Libya. They had an air, I think a few months ago, one of your guests tried to challenge me on that. They did have an Arab Spring. It was an uprising, and the Arab League asked America and NATO to get involved. It wasn't like the United States just went into Libya. So that's a falsehood. So I see the jump in the chat room. What's up, Izzy? Tell Izzy to call in next. He probably has a lot to say on this. But yes, we got to stay out of people's countries. You and I. But those countries they went into were not really our brothers. They weren't our African descent. They were Arabs. And those Arabs will treat you worse than most Europeans if you don't watch out.
Yeah, I mean, I really believe Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are the parents of ISIS. Before they got in there, it wasn't as crazy as it was. I'm not saying it was perfect. It's gotten worse. And not to count all the domestic stuff that's going on, people getting killed, cops getting killed, black people getting killed still. That's been going on. That's nothing new. Just the only thing new with that is the cameras. But other than that, all this stuff going on under President Obama's watch. I mean, where does he stand on this stuff? Where does he make a difference?
Yeah, actually, those crime statistics are actually lower under Obama, actually. I think one year in 2013, only 27 cops died. That was an all-time low in the American. So crime statistics like that, and I know Izzy says this all the time, there is no such thing as black-on-black crime. It's just crime. And there's only 12,000 murders last year in the United States. I mean, 12,000 out of 325 million people. I mean, yes, any one loss of life is tragic. We're talking about 12,000 total murders in the United States. I mean, there's a lot of other disorders and diseases and things that kill people rather than, the 12,000. This isn't cops. This is like, people having a disagreement, and going out instead of fighting is going at each other, stabbing each other or whatever. So just 12,000 out of, 325 million citizens in the United States. Yes, it's tragic. Yes, it's uncalled for and unnecessary anytime somebody just goes out and kills somebody for no reason. But at the same time, we have bigger issues out here, and it's called racism, white supremacy. And I think that's our area of to tackle here in the United States is this racism, white supremacy, which is affecting all 46 million African Americans. So I don't know about these little 12,000 murders we have. I know for a fact this racism, white supremacy, where it's the prison industrial complex, with jobs, whether it's any facet of our life, racism, white supremacy has an effect on us as African Americans. It affects our wealth, it affects our opportunity, and it's affecting our future.
Yeah, you're correct. I agree with most of that because, I mean, we got the secrets out here because it's so many tricks. So I want to make sure we got you on record. You're voting for Hillary Clinton, right?
I'm still undecided. I mean, Bernie can run as a third-party candidate with Jill Stein, and I'd be totally into that. I know his probably going to want to call in, too. So, no, I'm not committed to Hillary Clinton. I'm not committed. She has to earn my vote, man.
So, wait a minute. But Hillary just basically disrespected Bernie Sanders right in his face, took the election from him, and next thing you know, he rolling over like a dang on pig, and it's all good now. She should have picked Bernie Sanders as a running mate. Why didn't she do that?
Well, I think she had other factors to consider, like I think older than she would like, and I think also she felt like the chemistry wouldn't be there. It's like your job or anything you do, Chris. I know you're looking for a co-host. The chemistry has to be there. What if somebody just came up off the street and said, hey, Chris, I want to work with you, and you didn't have the chemistry? So it's a chemistry thing, and it's also, it's her pick. I mean, she's the nominee. She can choose who she wants to choose, and she went in a different direction, and I think Bernie okay with that, but if I was Bernie, I'd consider running with Jill Stein.
Bernie could have considered doing anything other than supporting Hillary Clinton. Anything. I wouldn't care what he did. Anything to do that.
Well,
anything.
They made an agreement now that you got to remember that they have some backroom dealing and negotiating for Bernie to come to the convention and speak. They have some deals that they had in place, and part of it was, hey, come out and support me, Bernie, and I'll do something for you. So after this convention, after this week-long convention, I think I'll get with Jill Stein and say, hey, should we go forward with this third-party thing or not? And I think it'll be very, very popular. I'd be interested in hearing Jill Stein. She was on Periscope today with Cornel West and several other folks. She did a little rally. So I'd definitely be interested in hearing Jill Bernie Sanders get together and talk about running.
They ain't going to do that, though. He already sold out for no reason.
Well,
he sold out.
Man, at any time. You know how it is, Chris. It's life. You can change it. Trump knows Democrat, now he's a Republican. You can change your mind.
And so has Bernie Sanders. He was an independent, then he became a Democrat to run for president. So.
Yep. And so he can change and say he wants to run third ticket. There's nothing in the law that says he can't run. I just think he's a little older, and he needs time to gel and see how him and Jill Stein would work together. But I'd be interested in voting for them if he ran. But yes, you asked me if I was voting for Hillary. You have to earn my vote. And Trump.
Can Trump vote?
No, he can't do it.
Oh, he can't even do it. Look at you. He said he ain't got to. It ain't nothing he can do to earn your vote.
Yeah, he's proven to me that he's too rich. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's dangerous. And I'm good at judging people. And Trump reminds me of some people here in Texas who are really rich, oil rich, and have everything handed to them all throughout their lives. And he doesn't really know how to minority. That's my take. Trump handles minorities by paying them. All the black pastors, all his so-called black friends. They're his friend because he paid them. If you ask Trump to name one of Mike Tyson's kids' name, I'll do it.
He'll say Little Mike. Little Mike. I know Little Mike. He's great. Little Mike. Phenomenal. I know him. I went to school with him. I taught him.
It's like that in Texas. If you come to Texas, you can ask. People tell you there's a lot of rich oil men here. They only have minorities around because they want to use them. They don't really love them. They don't know their families. Look, here's how you can tell, Chris. Ask any of these guys. And here's a litmus test for all the people watching your scope and listening live. You can tell how rich a person is, white or whatever. Ask him how many black people he's mentored and brought along as business partners.
Quite a few black women that work for the Trump organization. He had them on there speaking. It's several. It's actually a lot of them.
Yeah, no, working for is different. I'm talking.
If you come working in this organization, I'm going to mentor you, train you, make you good so you can make money. Yeah, duh.
I'm talking about Chris, the person who's going to take over the Trump throne when Trump's gone.
Oh, well, no, that ain't going right. Omarosa. See, Izzy know. Izzy over here staying.
I know Omarosa, too. I also know Randall Pinkett, who also won The Apprentice. Omarosa didn't win. The brother of Randall Pinkett did win. He's part of Fraser Net. He said Trump's organization was trash. He worked there for a while, and he said Trump is not a good boy. So I'd rather go with the person who won The Apprentice and work for Trump, Omarosa, who's really just paid those black pastors.
Oh, Lil John. What about the other dude, Arsenio Hall? Ain't nobody had nothing bad to say until he decided to run for president. That's all I'm still saying. Nobody had nothing bad to say until a year ago.
Well, I don't think people are really relevant and get votes. I'm not really sure if Arsenio's ever voted. Now, I haven't heard him say, it's Rosie Perez in now this DNC convention. I haven't heard really anybody black really come out and endorse Trump. Have you? I haven't heard any endorsements. I heard people say, hey,
because they're afraid.
Or whatever.
They're afraid. They're completely afraid. Their family's going to say, their friends going to say, you like that racist? You crazy. You can't say that. He said this. He said that. And they don't even know. I got people like my brother told me, hey, Trump said he going to put y'all in chains and send all y'all back to Africa. I'm like, really? Now, if he said that for real, don't you think on the news or the media, or you would have heard about it? If he said something that outlandish, even though he said some stuff that people may not agree with, he going to put you in chains, send you back to Africa. Come on. You know what I mean? At least go with the real truth. If you go with what he really said, I have no problem. Bash him, talk about him, talk about whatever. But when people start lying That's the thing that make me say, oh, hell no, wait a minute. Once you I gotta check everything you say now because I see I can't trust you. You're lying, just like in real life. Somebody lied to you. Can you trust them anymore?
That's right. You got to trust but verify. That's always the ordeal. But, Chris, you know how it is, brother. Trump did not say he's going to send anybody back to Africa. And how dangerous his, verbiage and his ideas and substance. You can read people and say, man, I don't want to be affiliated with that guy. If Trump asked me to come, I wouldn't do it. So, I mean, what guy going to teach me? He doesn't have no substance. I mean, is he going to teach me how to be a real estate developer? So I don't really trust the guy. And I think most African Americans think the same way. They don't trust Trump. Guess what? He got 0% votes in Ohio and Pennsylvania. Wasn't the convention in? It was in Cleveland, Ohio. He had 0% in polling there. So that's pretty bad. I mean, I know he gets 7% of black vote nationwide, but 0%? That's unheard of. That means you got 0% of the people they polled.
Oh, that's a poll, though. I don't give a lot of weight to polls. I give a lot of weight to votes. They vote with their feet. What they say, almost 14 million more votes than any other GOP candidate in history, going all the way back from the grand old party all the way to current. From the very end, he's got more votes than anybody. When you look at it, the number don't lie. Not polls, because anybody can skew a poll and say, oh, well, they said this or they said that. But votes, they can cheat that too. But, it is when the numbers show that people have voted for Trump. He wouldn't have won a nomination votes.
Well, same with Hillary. Hillary got all those votes. You talk about how the system was rigged. All those people weren't rigged. They voted for Hillary. And Obama, she got the most votes ever with 18 million. She still lost to Obama. But, I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Just because Trump got, 11 or 12 million votes, however many votes he got, that doesn't mean anything. You're not going to do it you're not going to replicate that in the general election.
Not to count that they election from him in California. Bernie Sanders got the election stolen from him in California and to 10 other states where it was some tricky stuff going on. And I'm like, well, that's their system.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, you're right.
Bowed out. He conceded. He said Hillary is the nominee. She's accepting a nominee here this week. So may or may not have happened. That's all in the past.
And Izzy J in Periscope, he said he's in California. He said he don't know one person that voted for Hillary Clinton. And he's in California.
That's a lie. I mean, there's a lot of people in California. I mean, he should go out and ask. He should do a poll himself.
He did a poll. Izzy stays woke. He talks to people. He's like me. He talks to the people on the street. Not just, letting the news media tell us something without going and, actually talking to people. See what they think. Not one. And he said, that's just me. That's what Izzy said on Periscope.
Sacramento might be a little different because every city is a little different. But California is a big state. So I'd be hard-pressed to say that those three in California. I think, people need to accept what's happening. If Hillary Clinton is the nominee, if Bernie really wants to get her back, he can run as a third-party candidate, Jill Stein. I'd be more than happy to hear him do that and hear what he has to say, and I'd be weighing my options to vote between the two. If he can make
so Trump does have a chance to win your vote. That's what I was just trying to make sure.
No, between Bernie Sanders and
so just Trump just completely done, no matter what. Now, that's bad.
He has to have some substance, man. He doesn't have no substance, no diversity. He's been racist. Hey, Chris, has Trump ever in his life said Black Lives Matter?
He don't need to say Black Lives Matter.
Yes, he does.
No, he don't. He don't need to say that. Actually, he did say something when it comes to black votes. I don't know if you got to hear it. Let me see. I keep an archive of files on what they say because, matter of fact, Trump said he'll do more for blacks in 1 year than Barack Obama did in 7.
That's just talk, man. I'm talking about substance, and I want to hear
that's what we talking about. Talk and substance. You said he never said nothing, so then when I say, well, look, I can show you he said something, and now you saying, no, I don't know. It's either one way or the other. You said he didn't say nothing.
You asked me, Chris, what would it take for Trump to get my vote? I would have to have Trump say Black Lives Matter. He'd have to say he wants Michelle Obama in his campaign. He'd have to say he's donating from his own money in the next couple of weeks a few $1 million to Black Lives Matter. Then I would definitely consider Trump as a candidate if he did those things.
So he have to have Michelle Obama involved for you to go ahead and vote for Donald Trump. Without him putting these people you saying in his cabinet and all this and saying how Black Lives Matter, then you'll support Trump. Other than that, you got a chance with Hillary, but other than that, you just not voting Trump.
Well, yeah, because I just mentioned, hey, look, Chris, if he's going to have his wife plagiarize Michelle Obama, why not have her in the campaign? Why not have her in the cabinet if you're going to already plagiarize her material?
And saying Black Lives Matter won't equal substance. That's right, Phenomenal. She's saying it right there on Periscope. Matter of fact, here's the clip right here, what he said about what he'll do for black people.
Don't know, I'm a unifier. You know, Barack Obama, African American. If I were African, I would be so angry at him. African American youth has an almost 60% unemployment rate. African American people that are 25 age, 35 to 40, have such a high unemployment rate you wouldn't believe it. And it's gotten worse since he's been president. Now, he's African American. If I were African American, I wouldn't like him very much. I will do more for the African American people than Barack Obama has ever done. I'll do more in a year. I will do more for the African American people in work than Barack Obama has done in his 7 years, soon to be 8 years, and then, by the way, he's out, and thank goodness, okay?
Now look at that. That's your boy right there. He said he do more for black people in 7 years than Barack Obama did in 1. So what do you think about that?
Well, I guess I could be the only one, but I think Trump still is getting 0% polling of the black vote in Ohio and Philadelphia, and he's also getting 7% of blacks voting for him nationwide, which is lower than even George Bush. So obviously it's all talk, and nobody really believes it. Anybody can say anything they want. I mean, so you got to come with some substance, Trump. Hey, man, just simple, man. Just cut a check, a few $1 million to Black Lives Matter, say Black Lives Matter, and Michelle Obama's going to be in your campaign. I'll consider voting for Trump after that. He should release them tax returns, too. Release them tax returns, you'll really see where his money goes. I bet it goes to some white supremacist groups.
So what will it take for Hillary Clinton to get your vote?
Same thing. She's going to have to say she supports black. Honestly, this is a perfect time for black folks. We're on parallel time talking about black banks. I would love to hear Hillary Clinton say, break up the larger banks and invest in black banks. We're going to have more black community investment. I really want to hear her talk about what she's going to do for black folks, and I think she will, but she won't get into too much detail, of course, because I think she's going to have something for Obama and some other minorities to do to help her out in that task. But hey, for me, if she's going to want my vote, she wants to earn my vote, she's going to have to talk about what she's going to do for black folks. It's easy as that.
It ain't going to happen, though. That's the thing. Like, just like talked, she'll just talk.
At the convention right now.
Just like Trump just talked, she'll just talk. They're all talk action. Hillary lies, right? Exactly, Phenomenal. All lies.
Yeah, all politicians lie. But the point is, you hold her to a different standard than you would Trump. Trump is a proven racist. We can see his background and history. Hillary's
a proven racist as well.
Well, not proven. I mean,
yeah, she's proven. She called your young boys super predators.
Well, I mean, she can worse than that. I mean,
she did call them probably worse than that. We just don't have it on tape. A nigger and everything else. She's proven.
Racist proclivities. This is true. But like you mentioned before, all of them do. All of the presidents and all past politicians, all of them have racist proclivities, except Barack Obama because he's black and black people can't be racist. I mean, you got to give and take on to say, hey, we know what your past is. We're going to hold you to the fire, and we're going to demand X, Y, and Z from you, Hillary. And I think she'll do it because, one, she really needs, people don't believe this, but she really needs all the black votes she can get. It's not a slam.
Yeah, she do.
People can just get, it's not people can just get 90% of the American vote. That's not an easy thing to do. Barack got 95%, I think. And then someone else, I think John Kerry may have got 92%. But before that, most Democrats couldn't break 90%. Right now, it's at 87% of the black vote she's receiving.
And I don't know what they're giving her that for. Just her name Clinton didn't earn that. Just because her name Clinton and she's, claiming that, she got this first black president husband, I don't think anybody should just roll over and give your vote away. Do your own research. That's why I train the information and show it what's going on.
That's true. And I think, Chris, the reason is because people have to choose between the evils. They don't like Trump. They don't like Hillary so much.
But wait a minute. Let me slow you up right there 1 second. You said they don't like Trump. The reason they don't like Trump is because the media told them to not like Trump. Before a year ago, all these people love Trump. Nobody said nothing bad about him until about a year ago when he decided to run for president because the media told you to. That's the whole thing I've been saying. But I'm going to let you go ahead.
Yeah, that's not true. Trump always has had high unfavorable ratings. Even 5-10 years, Trump has had high negative. He's always been seen as someone egotistical, as someone who really is like a carnival barker or a con man. Ever since he did that birth certificate birtherism bit, people look, man, this guy's crazy. They've always seen Trump as a nut. So, and just one last thing I want to tell all black folks. We have to remember what the white supremacist wants us to do and do the opposite. A white supremacist is supporting Trump. White supremacy really loves Trump. So if white supremacy is supporting Trump and telling you to either vote Trump or stay home, what's that tell you? You got to do the opposite of what the white supremacist wants you to do.
That ain't what they told you to do. The media supports Hillary Clinton.
What's that?
The media supports Hillary Clinton. Hook, line, and sinker. They're telling you to vote Hillary.
Yeah, Fox News doesn't. Fox News and several other polls, they want you to vote Trump. But the point is, it's white supremacy. If you're talking about Hillary, if you're talking about Trump, it's white supremacy. This is black folks. We got to see what white supremacists want us to do and do the opposite. They want you to stay home, go out and vote, even if you vote for yourself. Especially locally, you should vote. They want you to vote Trump. Don't vote Trump. Do it the opposite of what the white supremacists.
Who wants you to vote Trump? Nobody told you to vote Trump. All I hear is vote Hillary. Ain't nobody, everybody I talk to, until I actually talk to them and they say, you know what, dang, that don't make sense. And then they start thinking and say, oh yeah, I think I'm not going to do that. I hear a lot of people negative against Trump more than anything. And that's because, like I said, the media told them to hate Donald Trump. Which had some negatives a little before, but the media told you he was racist. The media told you to hate him. The media told you to support Hillary Clinton. Not no white supremacists. They don't have no voice like that.
Yes, they do. The white supremacists. There you go, Chris. You know the white supremacists.
Who?
The media. You know the media.
Yeah, 96% is controlled by the so-called Jew, the white Jew, Jew.
Supremacy. White supremacy.
And they need to support Hillary Clinton.
That's why you never see Brother Minister Farrakhan on TV. You never see these good, brilliant brothers on TV because they know that, hey, we can't let that message get out. So, yes, the white supremacist does control the media, but I don't think they're all Hillary. Trump has a lot of negatives. People can research for themselves. They can read the court records and see where the man was guilty of racial discrimination. They can go and read a book. A man wrote a book saying he had personal cases where Trump talked bad about black people and he knows he didn't want none of them counting his money. He only wants Jewish people counting his money. Trump said this. You can go and read it for yourself. So black people aren't dumb. People try to play us as idiots and dumb and think we're just going to go along with the media says. We're going to do the opposite of what the white supremacists wants us to do, and the white supremacists wants us to vote for Trump.
I don't think they do. They don't even talk. White supremacists don't talk to black people. That's their very nature. If you're a white supremacist, why would you even be dealing with black people saying, hey, I'm a white supremacist and I want you to vote for Trump? Does that even sound right? You know, when you think about it, like, wait a minute, the white supremacists are telling me, the black man, to go vote for Trump. That don't even sound right. That don't make sense.
Yeah. Yes, it does, Chris, because as I think we mentioned before in prior conversations we've had on here, racism nowadays is abstract, it's hidden, it's sneaky. You don't really know who a white supremacist is. I mean, I don't know Hillary. I don't know.
She is one. She like Robert C. Byrd, the head of the KKK in West Virginia, all smooched up with him.
So my point is, if we don't know who is and who isn't, so we could have white supremacists telling us what to do all the time.
Exactly my point.
We got to use our own logic.
Exactly my. You just made my whole point for me, because the media, the Democrat establishment, the Republican establishment, the Republican on the street, the Democrat on the street, and everybody else in between is telling you Trump is a bad person. He's the worst person, which he might be. I don't know if he is or not. But just the very fact that so many people telling me to and don't vote Trump and don't even listen to nothing he say, that means, well, what the hell? Something ain't right. If everybody telling you one thing, like you just said, do the opposite.
Yeah. Exactly. And they're saying to vote Trump. They
vote Hillary Clinton.
Actually, if you're a responsible journalist in the media, you never tell people which way to vote. Now, you might lean one way or the other by Hillary a little bit more than Trump, but you don't come out and say, CNN wants you to vote for Hillary. That's unethical. That doesn't happen. That's not true. So white supremacists are getting behind Trump. David Duke running for, was it governor or whatever, or senator of Louisiana, doing that because Trump set up this atmosphere. White supremacists right now, their membership is at all-time highs. And you know that is a little tip for us who are really wanting our rep. Key to that is you got to point these white supremacists out and they databases with their names on it, and that's going to be released to the public, hopefully, in the next year or two per Obama. That would be
and Hillary Clinton's name will be right on the top of that list.
Might be.
Well, everybody thinking she's the one. She ain't the one. She just ain't. You know, there's a lot of people that could be. She ain't it. She's not the first woman to be president. It need to be somebody else. She doesn't deserve it. She's crooked. She's lied. She's pandered. She keeps hot sauce in her bag for black people. Do all of this other stuff, and that it's all good, and it really ain't. It really ain't. I'm going to take a quick time out. When I come back, I got some more audio clips for you. I'll get you back in here in a second, Leo. I'll get you back in here when I come back from this time. I already missed one break here. When I come back from this break, like I said, we'll take here. I got some more audio clips I wanted to play also before the show ends. And the number had to change a little bit because something's going on. System, yeah, the hot sauce, exactly. On the Breakfast Club, she said she had hot sauce in her bag. That's Hillary Clinton for you. She does so much trickery and so many lies. I don't know what to believe. I just know not to trust her. There's nobody here that should trust her. Do anybody here trust Clinton? Put a 3 in the comments if you trust Hillary Clinton. Put in a 1 if you think no. Put in a 3 if you do trust Hillary Clinton. Put in a 1 if you think no. Hell no to the no, no, no. No. Exactly. 1. You trust Hillary Clinton dream chasers? Uh-oh. And you do too, Leo? We know you do. She playing dominoes with the homies in NYC. That's right. That's the kind of stuff she does. That's the kind of game she's pandering. 1. Brian over here on Facebook. Gina Harris. What's up, y'all? We got the Facebook Live going on my personal page. The Facebook Live on my like page. We got the Periscope going over here. Thanks for those hearts and sharing it out and everything. We got the I got YouTube Live on now. We're going to quick take time out. And when we come back, like I said, we got more clips for you. And we're going to take your phone calls and get Leo back on the phone, too, if you got some more to add to it. That's how we do it, family. This is the Chris Monroe Show. Back before you know it.
This is the Chris Monroe Show. This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, reminding you about the Chris Monroe Show.
She panders to you.
7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, where we chop it up about current events, news, politics, entrepreneurship, and a whole lot more. But guess what? We're trying to expand this show. That's right. We want to make it at least 5 days a week, maybe even more, and you can help. You can help by going to GoFundMe.com/I'll Stay Woke. Help us out with our GoFundMe campaign. Just launched it, and we need your support. Go ahead and give $5, $10, $20, even more. Give what you can, and if not, go ahead and share it out to your Twitter and Facebook. It's much greatly appreciated. All you got to do is go to GoFundMe.com/I'll Stay Woke. Do what you do. Be who you be. And you know what else? I'ma see you before you see me. Are you seeking an affordable way to promote your business, product, service, nonprofit organization, or even an event? Visit ChrisMonroeSTL.com. There are several options available for advertising opportunities. Find out advertising rates at ChrisMonroeSTL.com. Promote within the website itself. Promote on our YouTube videos. Promote everywhere within our network. Be heard, be found, increase sales. ChrisMonroeSTL.com is the place to find out more. Several options are available that will go with any budget. ChrisMonroeSTL.com.
It was 2 years ago that James Clark with Better Family Life found former gang member Kenneth McLean.
You lose somebody around here like every month or so, like it's inevitable. Or somebody in your block is going to die because of mistaken identity.
Better Family Life offers an initiative to fight gang crime. They say there are hundreds of gang members living in the St. Louis area. One of them was McLean.
If it's going to change your life, it's going to send you to the penitentiary. Eventually, you're not going to get away with it.
The option is a life of underachievement, the penitentiary, or you may wind up dead.
McLean dealt and used drugs. A series of temporary jobs and watching friends shot and killed in front of his eyes seemed to get in his way of obtaining a college degree. The odds were against him when he decided it was time to turn his life around.
Think about their situation and think about, you know, how much better their life would be if they had more education or just more knowledge on the things that are out here.
And youth violence affects communities big and small and people of all races and colors. Better Family Life is on a mission to make a difference and make our streets safer.
We can't go in and march. We can't go in and hold a rally.
Yep. What's up, brother Kenneth Johnson?
With individuals.
What up, Brian? You still out of town? Doing all that traveling?
Individuals will get out of gangs. individuals will become law-abiding citizens if given the right access to resources.
Learn more about the Better Family Life Cultural, Educational, and Business Center at 5415 Page Boulevard in St. Louis, Missouri, 63112. This great organization has plenty to offer the community. Visit their website, betterfamilylife.org. That's betterfamilylife.org. This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Say Well, Chris Monroe, and I got a question for you. Do you understand racism? Do you think that racism only refers to calling people names or out of their names? Well, it goes a whole lot deeper than that. Check out my book, Racism, Understanding the Basics. In this book, I break down all the elements that have been used to attack black people in America and throughout the world. The cover of this book may confuse some of you. And they say, oh, they just see black and white people coming together to make one unit, and everybody's going to be happy and kumbaya. So the top is a struggle. Now, there's two philosophies in this. You can pick the side that you feel is good for you and your family. But I'm going to tell you the truth in this book, Racism, Understanding the Basics. We need our own elements, and that's exactly what we're going to show you in the book. Check it out.
What up, Cat?
CatFlame.com. Be who you be, and I'm going to see you before you see me.
Hey, where I can get like them big RBG banners?
Yeah, man. Go down to ChrisMonroeSTL.com. They got the big RBG banners, the little RBG banners, all snapback hats, the RBG snapback hats, and more. What does it cost? A lot? Well, it's actually quite affordable. And as a matter of fact, you can get these items and it's free shipping anywhere in the United States.
Just a second.
Go ahead and visit that website.
It's somebody on there, but I'm going to let you come back. So, I'm
well,
in a second.
go ahead and log on there. I'm going to see if get me some of this cool stuff, man, because I see y'all rocking that RBG stuff all the time.
Yeah, man, do it. I'm telling you. You did. ChrisMonroeSTL.com. Free shipping. Don't forget, ChrisMonroeSTL.com.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? We're back live with the Monroe Show. You got a team? You want to voice your opinion? Oh, you got to do. Now that number, 516-418-5565. You heard me? 516-418-5565. Don't press the one. Back to you.
That's right. We're now back live on the Chris Monroe Show. We are taking the phone calls in on a different number because something going on with the call-in number. They're trying to make it so I can't be great. So I got another number for you to call if you want to call in on the show here, talking about some politics, current events, and a whole lot more. Let's see here. We got that and that. And I had a couple of other clips I wanted to let you hear here. One of these people that were basically supporting Hillary, saying how great she is and that no matter what she does, she's good to go. I'm going to let you hear what else he had to say. Let's see here. He asked about that. Let's.
So you think it's okay that they decided to select a candidate instead of letting the people's will decide?
Yes, sir, I agree with that. That the government should allow Hillary Clinton to become president of the United States.
All right. One last question. What do you think about the emails scandal when the FBI director came out and said she had at least 110 classified emails that she put out on her server?
As far as I'm concerned, Hillary Clinton is cleared from all charges.
All right.
She is clear, 100% clear.
What do you think of Bill Clinton?
Awesome! I campaigned with Bill Clinton. I got him elected. I got him certified. I got him elected for president of the United States.
And that's what the guy said. It was a guy interviewed getting asked about Hillary Clinton. Basically, he just drinking the Kool-Aid like it ain't nothing wrong. He had one more little clip I'm going to let you hear. It's like 10 seconds.
All right. What do you think the biggest things are in this country that need to be changed?
What do I things that need to be changed? Basically, to keep everything remain the same. Everything has to be remain the same.
You think everything's good right now?
Yes, sir. Everything is awesome. I'll Hillary Clinton 100%.
Everything is great right now. Now, that's how a lot of these Hillary Clinton supporters have die-hard liberal, whatever you want to call them. That's crazy. That's like cult-like to be that brainwashed to say, no matter what she say, I'm in the tank for Hillary Clinton. You can't be like that. You got to be woke. Yeah, if you want the other number to call in, it's 314-669-1STL. It's 314-669-1STL 785. Let's see here. Are you there, Leo?
Yeah, what's up, Chris, bro? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
To drop this 1 minute line about these.
Well, I thought I could hear you. Now my phone don't want to act right. Something just kicked you off of there. They just hey, they watching me. They got my phones tapped. They got it so nobody could call in. They just hung up on you, Leo. My bad. I'll call you right back in a second here, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Oh, here we go. He's back. All right, we got you back on here, Leo. We're going to see if we can keep you this time. The thing keep trying to knock you off. Oh, and it didn't even let you get a word out. I guess they don't want me to take no more phone calls. They got me tapped, man. That's messed. So the regular radio show phone number here is acting weird, so people can't really call in. Now my house phone isn't even acting right. Now I was to think on this. This getting janky. Look at that. He's calling again. There it is. That will scare you. Ooh, they run up in here. I got something for them. They run up in here. I got this for them. No, it's fake. That's not real. Just to scare everybody. It's just a toy. They run up in here. I got this for them. Second Amendment, baby. Hey, I can't get it to some weird stuff. That's what it's doing when you're calling, Leo. It's calling and booting you out. It don't want you in here. Big Brother's watching me. Wow. It says incoming call. That's how they do you. I don't know. I guess they just don't want you to be heard or let you be heard. They don't want me to be heard either, but I'm on so many platforms. Like I'm got the Busker going. I got the Live going. I got Periscope going. Thanks for those hearts, by the way. I got the YouTube Live on my like page, and I got the YouTube Live over here on my personal page. And that's crazy. Oh yeah, I do have Skype. Do I gotta pull out the Skype to get in that serious? I got the technology. I'm ready for them. But that's crazy that I got to do all of this just to get in now. Now they did this 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, whoa, what am I gonna do? And I had 3 guests on. Izzy was here at that time, and April Showers and Energy. They was on here, and they couldn't even get on. But they hating on it hard now. They tapping the lines quick. Yep, they watching. They say, they getting up at it. They trying to get smart. But that's why we got all of that. I do have Skype. Dang, I can't believe they doing this to me. That's messed up. And you got VoIP, voice over internet protocol. That's bad. I mean, you hear stories of people trying to tap your phone, mess you up, but this is serious. They knocked that off of their platform, and then they knocked off here. This won't even let them call in no more. So I don't know what's going on. They won't let me be great, but you can be great anyway. Make sure you visit my website at chrismonroestl.com. I got all this information and more on there, and it's bad. These people do so much stuff. I got some more audio clips for you anyway. We only got about 25 minutes left in the show. I want to let you hear these other clips. Those who just joined, my name is Chris Monroe, the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke. I bring the news and the information to you, and you on what's going on in the real world. Information. We're on YouTube Live. We're on Facebook on my personal page, Facebook Live on my like page. We're on Periscope and Busker as well. So we got 5 streams going, and they still trying to shut me down. They probably got one of these blocked off too. But I appreciate all the hearts and thumbs up y'all giving up. But I want to let you hear another video clip here. Let's see here. Man, I can't believe they did that to you. They just have you on there acting like it's all good and knock you off. What's up, Mikey? Over here on Periscope. But I just was wondering how they gonna boo Bernie Sanders and then come back around and act like it's all good. So you know how, let's see here, you want to apologize rude and you out. Oh, it's okay. I understand. I don't take it personal. When you were calling me an Oreo yesterday, she was calling me an Oreo. Black on the house, white on the inside. Do you think Trump will chip the Muslims if he would be president, or do you think he would say that to get votes? That's actually what I got the audio clip I'm about to play. A Muslim thing. Back when he said, we got to say all Muslim can't come in. Some people say backtrack or roll back some of what he said, and I'm going to let you hear what Donald Trump said in an interview yesterday when he was on Meet the Press with Chuck Todd of NBC, I believe. This is what he said when it came to...
It's so messed up.
I think you've pulled back from it, but you tell me.
We must immediately suspend immigration. Any nation that has been compromised by terrorism until such time as proven vetting mechanisms have been put in place.
This feels like a slight rollback.
I don't think it's
Should we interpret it that as that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I actually don't think it's a rollback. In fact, you could say it's an expansion. I'm looking now at this. People were so upset when I used the word Muslim. Oh, you can't use the word Muslim. Remember this. And I'm okay with that because I'm talking territory instead of Muslim. But just remember this. Our Constitution is great. But it doesn't necessarily give us the right to commit suicide, okay? Now, we have a religious, everybody wants to be protected, and that's great, and that's the our Constitution. I view it differently. Why are we committing suicide? Why are we doing that? But you know what? I live with our Constitution. I love our Constitution. I cherish our Constitution. We're making it territorial. We have nations, and we'll come out. I'm going to be coming out over the next few weeks with a number of the places, and it's very complex.
Well,
because we have problems in Germany, and we have problems in France.
So would this limit immigration from France?
What we're going to have is
They've been compromised by terrorism.
They have totally been. And you know why? Their own fault. Because they allowed people to come into their territory.
So you would toughen up. You're basically saying, hey, French want to come over here, you got to go through an extra check.
Their own fault. Because they've allowed over years to come into their territory. That's why Brexit happened, okay? Because UK is saying, we're tired of this stuff. What's going on, we're tired of it. But listen to this.
So that is basically sounding like he's rolling back what he said when it came to Muslims. He has to tone down the rhetoric or say it better. I was getting ready to bash Republican passes and got cut off. That's how they gonna stop you, Leo. But that's that's what he said yesterday on Meet the Press, basically rolling back what he said, and he went into more detail, basically extreme vetting. It's a new term he's using now. Extreme vetting, meaning you're not just coming up into this country just because, whatever. But we're going to let you hear it out of Donald Trump's mouth instead of me telling you.
Brexit happened, okay? Because the UK is saying, we're tired of this stuff. What's going on, we're tired of it. But listen to this.
You get to the point where you're not allowing a lot of people to come into this country from a lot of places.
Maybe we get... Chuck, look what's happening. Look at what just took place in Afghanistan, where they blow up a whole... with people, they have no idea how many people are even killed. Happened today. So we have to be smart and we have to be vigilant. We can't be the stupid.
France, Germany, Spain,
here's my
places that have been compromised.
Here is what I want. Extreme vetting. Tough words. Extreme vetting.
What does that look
we have to have tough. We're going to have tough standards. If a person can't prove that they're from an area, and if a person can't prove, have to be able to prove, they're not coming into this country. And I stop the Syrian migration and the Syrian from coming into this country in 2 seconds.
So extreme vetting, that's the new term by Trump. Would you agree with a policy like that? Extreme vetting. Stop coming in from these countries where you don't know who these people are. Trump complains about Muslims. Let's see. So why is that a bad idea? Is that something you disagree with, Leo? I know you were on there saying that Trump is so bad and all of this. Is that a policy you would disagree with? Would you disagree with that? I mean, I think it makes sense. And like I said, I don't agree with everything Donald Trump says, but that makes total sense. You disagree? So current illegals should have a path to citizenship then security. Here this guy go. Who is this? Somebody trying to get blocked. Yep. But that's how we do it, y'all. I just wanted to let you hear it out of the horse's mouth. And, I got one other clip I was going to play as well where he goes into more detail telling you exactly what the... a lot of people always say, well, they didn't say exactly what they were going to do. They didn't say what they were going to answer this call here. It looks like it's Izzy. What's up, Izzy? Welcome to the Chris Monroe Show. Up, and it booted him off as soon as he said one word. That's how the game worked. Wow. You're out, Leo. Or Izzy. Izzy that time. Maybe it's the phone itself. Maybe I should just change everything. Maybe I should use this phone I'm scoping on and get off of there and do it on there and have you call that number. That's too much playing. Oh. As a matter of fact, let me see something here. I can make it so to go through. I think I can. I'm smarter than the system. 1 second, Leo. I'm going to let you call right back. I'm finna change this number so it'll call in on this other thing. And or actually, I can just call you. Huh, that'd be easier. Let me see what number you called from. If it lets me see that. This thing's so damn janky, it ain't even funny now. I'm going to try to call you from the computer. Crazy. Connect. The number was, let's see. Number go. Now I can't find your number. 916. Oh, I got it on my thing over here. 1 second, Leo. I'm going to call, it right back. I'm finna beat this system. They keep trying to lock you out, but I'm going to beat the system. 916 80. I'm smarter than the system, and so are you. 72. Connect. Let's see if this works. If it don't boot me out of everything, the whole computer and everything. I'm going to call you from my Google Hangouts. I'm finna make this work one way or another. We going to make it work. They not going to.
The person you are calling cannot accept calls at this time. We're sorry for any inconvenience this may cause.
796.
The person calling cannot accept calls at this time.
Okay, I'll try that again. It's a different number. So you see, they still trying to stop me. All right, I'll call you 1 second. I'm going to try again. Dang, I got to call out. That's how they getting on this stuff. They don't want you to be heard, Izzy. They want to shut you down. 916 796. You change numbers worse than me, huh? See, that's 7 phone numbers. See, they can't stop me. I got 7 phone numbers. And I know how to use the computer a little bit, so they're going to try it again like this. Connect. Just this how we do it, family. This is the Chris Monroe Show. We don't care about all the stuff they do to try to stop us. We gonna push through. This what you take note of this. When stuff's try to stop you, you keep pushing. You don't give up. You keep on going. Oh wow, that sounds nice, loud and clear. We gonna see how it sounds. What's up, bro?
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
We got you. Somehow, some way I had to use Google Hangouts. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can barely hear you. It's all messed up, but you know what?
Hold on, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me now?
You can't hear me. Okay.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you.
You know, real quick, I'm just going to make a comment.
Go ahead.
Trump would make an actual, actual measures and policies in order to do what he wants to do, then I'd probably him a little bit more. But he ain't doing but talking. You understand what I mean? He's just talking. So that's really all I wanted to say. Like, there's too much of a rap so I can really get you at the right time, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, I understand what it has to be something. You know, they have to do something what they're just saying. And like I say, Hillary Clinton has been a politician and in politics for a very long time. So this actually has policy on the books. So how do you give weight to a person who has policy, or not give the problem to the person who has policies on the books? The person who just became a politician a year ago, who has 0 policies on the books, who has never made any deals. So how does that even make sense? Trump has a great vote for me. I'll be great. What is that? Huh? You know what I'm saying? You can't just come in and say that, you know, oh, your phone went out. Now they stopping your phone, Izzy. Dang. All right. They always got something. Anybody else? I guess I can call out now. That's how bad the game is. That's how we do it. They just shut it all the way off. Nevertheless, I got to change the settings on here so that it'll forward to this, forwarding to that. I get. Turn the forward off and send it to there. But so I guess when people call now, it'll come in on the computer here on 314-669-1STL. That's 314-669-1785. What's up, Samori Braun on Facebook Live. What's up to the people watching over here on YouTube Live and the people over here on Periscope. Thanks for your shares and everything else. And the people over here on my other Facebook Live on my live. This is the Chris Monroe Show. We do each and every Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, where we chop it up on politics, current events, news, and so much more. But something trying to stop you. So you couldn't hear me on the thing that I just called you on, Izzy? Could you hear that one? I don't know what's going on with this thing, because it worked last week, but 2 weeks before that, it did this stuff. And I was like, I'm going to figure this out. Don't keep letting them tell me no. Push on through. Don't let them tell you no. Ain't acting right. You know, they're going to hate on you. People going to hate on you one way or another. And if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing enough. Just remember that, people. If you don't have any haters, you're not doing enough. And you got to keep that in mind, because haters are going to come. All good will be attacked. Anything you try to do that's good, it will. So therefore, you got to go ahead and push through. I have one more clip here about that's part of what Donald Trump was trying to say in his rollback or his step. He was saying when it came to the thing, right? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. That's right, Phenomenal. Good to see you. But let's see what he had to say here.
Most of these people. There's no way. Law enforcement officials, I've had them in my office. I've talked to them.
You realize some of these folks have nowhere to go. They're truly victims of this civil war. What are you doing?
We will help them, and we will build safe havens over in Syria, and we will get Gulf
We,
states.
the United States?
We, the United States, will get Gulf states to pay for it, because we right now we're going to have $21 trillion very soon. Trillion in debt. We will do safe havens and safe zones in Syria, and we will get nations that are so wealthy that are not doing anything. They're not doing much. They have nothing but money. And you know who I'm talking about, the Gulf states. And we will get them to pay for it. We would lead it. I don't want to pay, because our country is going down the tubes. We owe too much money.
All right.
So he's saying that he would basically have the Gulf states pay for these safe havens that they're going to create in the Middle East. Not bringing all these Muslims or people from another country like Syria, bringing them here. Because, you know, the guy even tried to play it off on there. If you heard him, that was Chuck Todd of NBC saying, what about all the people, where are they going to go? Where are they going to go? White people are very afraid right now, and he's using that. I feel that he are just picking up the bull-ishers we like the most. Well, you know, it's a policy. Whether you agree with it or not, he's saying that, hey, why don't they pay for it? We'll help you build it. We'll help you get it all together and get it organized. But why don't you pay for it, Gulf states? Saudi Arabia making $1 billion a day, or was at one time $1 billion a day. Why can't they pay for it? Why can't some of the people that's over there pay for this stuff? You can't let this just act like it's all good. It's not like that. You got to see this stuff for what it is. You know, and I don't see anything wrong with that policy. What's Hillary Clinton's policy? 550% increase. If you didn't hear it, 550% increase.
Hillary Clinton wants to take 550% more people coming in from that area than Barack Obama. I think she's crazy. I think she's crazy. We have no idea who these people are for the most part. And you know, because I've seen them on different shows, but more importantly, I've read about it, I study it. There's no way that you can vet some of these people. There's no way. Law enforcement officials, I've had them in my office. I've talked to them.
You realize some of these folks have nowhere to go. They're truly victims of this civil war. What are you doing?
We will help them, and we will build safe havens over in Syria, and we will get Gulf states.
We, the United States?
We, the United States, will get Gulf states to pay for it, because we right now we're going to have $21 trillion very soon. Trillion in debt. We will do safe havens and safe zones in Syria, and we will get nations that are so wealthy that are not doing anything. They're not doing much. They have nothing but money. And you know who I'm talking about, the Gulf states. And we will get them to pay for it. We would lead it. I don't want to pay, because our country is going down the tubes. We owe too much money.
All right. Let me even move to...
We will lead it, but they will pay. Now, is that a bad policy? I just want to know if that's something bad with that. Did Russia hack the campaign's emails? Yep. You know, for them to sit up and act like it's something so wrong with that, I don't see anything wrong with that one. I mean, it's toned back from what it said before. This is only the thing he has a good idea on. He has about 5 good ideas that I've seen. How many good ideas have I seen from Hillary Clinton? That's the question I've been asking. I've been asking people that for the longest. Why should I support Hillary Clinton? I've been asking that, and ain't nobody never gave me one reason still, all the way from the beginning. Why should I support Hillary Clinton? I haven't heard one good policy. Maybe Congress may not approve that, Leo. You could be right. But like I said, I haven't seen one good policy from Hillary Clinton. Not even a good idea. I haven't seen any. Regardless of how I think about her and how much I know she lie and everything else, I haven't seen her do anything. Yeah, you would think she would support Black Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter is paid for by George Soros. George Soros is the one funding all the campaigns and all the stuff and all the acts of violence at the Trump campaigns and stuff too. So, you know, Hillary is a piece of bleep, but so is Trump. Maybe this will play into her favor. I mean, you know, the people aren't that stupid. I don't know if y'all heard it in the first half of the show, how Bernie Sanders mentioned Hillary Clinton, voting for Hillary Clinton. He basically damn near got booed off the stage. Damn near got booed off the stage.
Immediately, right now, we have got to defeat Donald Trump. And we have got to elect Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine.
And he couldn't even get control of the audience. He putting his hand up like, all right, that's enough. Please give me a chance. Brothers and sisters, I'm Bernie, and I'm telling you to vote for Hillary Rodham Crooked Clinton. Hell no. Don't make no damn sense. The dude just rolled over and sold out. In my opinion. I booed him with that too. Exactly. You should boo him for that. And that tells you that he's in the tank for Hillary Clinton and the power structure. He's in the tank for the same people that you're supposed to be against. Hillary Clinton's getting campaign donations from the exact same people that you're supposed to be, oh, they're bad. They're so, you know, messed up. But they're paying for her campaign. Bernie Sanders was playing politics. Yeah, he got played politics on him. He downplayed what the Hillary machine did to him. Exactly. Everybody know that Debbie Schultz had basically pandered and did some stuff, tricky stuff, and made sure that people know to go for Hillary and forget about little old Bernie and got rid of him. That's how they do him. Basically got him up out of there. That's the trick, and that's wrong. Dude is fake. He just wanted her money. Well, you know, everybody wants something in the world. Evidently, he didn't want to be president good enough. He did what he needed to do. I think he rolled over and sold out. Rolled over and sold out. All that stuff he just campaigned and said about her, and then flip on a dime and say, oh, well, you should vote for her now. When he been just railing on her like it wasn't nothing wrong a few minutes ago. You got to stay woke, family. But I'm about to get up out of here and do some more woke stuff. The phone line's died. I'm going to call them after this and see what's going on. If they can get this fixed for next week's show. We'll be right back here on next Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central on the Chris Monroe Show. We try to get your phone calls in. And if all else fails, I'm going to get one of these cell phones I'm on right here and just use that as the call-in number. Hell, I don't know. It's always something, ain't it? Periscope been tripping too. Yeah, Periscope been tripping. YouTube been tripping. Facebook Live over here on my personal page been tripping. Facebook Live on my like page been tripping. Make sure if you're not on my Facebook like page, go to Chris Monroe fan page on Facebook. That's Chris Monroe fan page on Facebook. Make sure you like that. That's where the goodies go. And don't forget to check out my new book, Racism, Understanding the Basics, where we break it down all the way through and through on my book here. I break it down from all the different levels, from the entertainment and media, from the education system, the economics, sex, labor, the legal system, the war, politics, and the religion. Break it all down from a basic standpoint right here in this book, Racism, Understanding the Basics. It's a full color book. You can get the print edition. I'll sign it and send it to you. Free shipping. And if you want to get the ebook, you can get that as well. Get them both on my website, chrismonroestl.com. That's chrismonroestl.com. Follow me on all social media outlets at chrismonroestl. That's Snapchat, that's Twitter, That's Instagram, all of that and more, at Chris Monroe STL. I'm about to get up out of here, yo. Thanks, young Simba. Anybody else want a last minute shout out before I get up out of here and do some old woke stuff? How do you get the entrepreneurship ebook? You get that on my website. I have a free audio book on entrepreneurship on my website, chrismonroestl.com, and go to the business page. My site is broken up into different sections. So, or you can go to chrismonroe.com/business, or just go to chrismonroestl.com and go to the business page. You can get a lot of business information as well as get my free audio book on entrepreneurship. Get it right there. Also, like I say, my book, Racism Understanding the Basics, the ebook and the audio book, and this hat and a whole lot more. I got new jewelry on there on my website, chrismonroestl.com. You can get this there. Shop with your brother before you shop with another. Those are some of the newest items out there. Little cool pieces, and I got a whole lot more. So check that out. That's at chrismonroestl.com. That's right. I got more information for you too. Next week, I hope these phones are working a little bit better. Do what you do. Be who you be. And you know what else? I'ma see you before you see me. We up out of here, yo.